So how many of you would like to have a successful Kailash parikrama? How many of you have looked on the net, going over this and that, trying to decide whom, how to go for Kailash Yatra, and you are confused, you don't get the right information? This is the video for you. I'm going to share the red flags and the green flags also that you need to look for Kailash Yatra. I'm also going to burst some myths, some untold truth about Kailash Yatra. My name is Aditya Dutta. I'm an identity coach and a traveler. I have done my Kailash Yatra in 2018. This year also we are doing the Kailash Yatra with 50 of our friends, and possibly it would be in July and August. Though I had taken the best services and best information, I did some mistakes while I went there. And many of my friends have been approaching me to share about my experience about this. And this is my sharing, if friends can get help, because there are many untold truths about this yatra. Sometimes we have to get to a place to understand it, experience it, right? No matter how much intellectual knowledge we have, it does not serve. So hope this video will help you to take the right decision on your yatra. Yes, so the first thing that you need to ask yourself before taking the Kailash Yatra is why. Why do you want to get there? What is your passion to get there? Are you like a seeker? Do you have like a spiritual search? Or you just want to see the you're a nature lover? Be very clear on the why. If anything when we are doing, I think this is a very important question. And the next question you're going to ask yourself is how. Because Kailash Yatra, you cannot do it alone, right? You need a guide, a set of people, a group that you will be traveling with. So how you are going to do this yatra? And this is where I'm going to share a few things that may help you. So the red flags for Kailash Yatra 2023, the 2023 Yatra, the Chinese government already given permission. 5th of May, it's starting. The Yatra is starting for us. So the first thing I would say that look for is, you will be seeing some big advertisement, but they might have poor services and some travel agent, right? And the red flag is they have already started collecting money before the yatra was announced by the Chinese government, right? So there are small companies, they would be collecting monies, and they may say that because I'll tell you the wait list for this year, because 3 years it has been closed. It's more than, I think, 50,000 people are waiting already who have invested in this yatra 3 years back. I mean, we are also from that group because we did the investment in 2022, and we uh, caught up in COVID, right? So the 3 years we have been waiting to do this yatra. So be aware of these things. They might tell you that they're going to do a quick visa process. No, if it's not like a really reputed or a direct company, visa can be a problem. They will collect the money, I'll tell you, at the last moment. Visa we didn't get, and there are chances that they will block your money for longer time. They will tell you that next year you are going to go there. So just to be aware of these things, because in COVID also it happened. Many company like this took money and then the company vanished. So look for companies that are big one, or they are more service oriented. I'm going to talk about this when I'm talking about the green flags. So as of now, big advertisement, poor services. Look for services. Go for they might, maybe, like, see, it's a big investment, right? So like, as I mentioned, the fraud that happened, in COVID, many companies got closed, right? So they might be promising a lot of luxury. They will tell you they are direct operators, but they will, when you end up, possibly, okay, they will take you to the yatra, but then they are going to give you very basic things, saying that this is not available, this is not in our hands, and things like that. So accommodation, food, vehicle, equipment, untrained, unprofessional guides, this all matters, because at the end you are there to do the parikrama. And then if you're not taken very care about, these are high altitude places, very harsh weather conditions. So if you don't get good services till Mansarovar, there is a way that then there is a possibility that you won't be able to do the parikrama. So that's very important. So check these things before you get there. Second is, there are many companies, they are doing the orientation. They are doing the orientation before, without any personal experience. So they do some research on the net, mug up something, and they're just selling something. They're not telling you the truth. They are more focused on selling, right? So sharing without personal experience, I don't think it's like a sharing, right? They are not the people who are rightly doing the orientation. So what happens is they take you there, and they will, like a group, and they will add you into some other group, and more larger group, right? And probably the priority of those groups are low. So there is a chance that you'll keep on waiting for 2-3 days. Anything can happen, right? So uh, and they need to do the briefing very well, especially about the altitude. The guidelines needs to be very, very straightforward. The briefing has to be, they're not able to do the briefing properly. They can't tell you or advise you and what to do, what not to do, right? So uh, I feel that they don't allow you to take informed decision. They will make you take impulsive decisions before the yatra. So these kind of orientation, I feel it could be a bit of more of a sales pressurized orientation. So look out for that. All right. Then the third thing, very important, they don't have safety guidelines. How quickly they can take action in case of emergency. Do they have SOS facility? Do they have a plan if some calamity happens? What is their policy on it? Sometimes they are not clear about it, right? You can ask them, then they say, yes, we have all the good things, we are the best in that, but they don't have any proper guidelines. So please check for this. This is important, especially if you're going in groups. Now, what do I mean by as per priority and I'm sorry, as per availability and not per priority? That means, there are only few operators operating from Nepal, because I would suggest Nepal and not any other way to go, as per my experience, to be there, because few operators are direct, and they have a priority list with the Chinese government. So if your operator is not on the priority list, then they are going to act according to availability. So all the other groups who are priority based, they are going to get the best accommodation, the best services, best equipment, food, guides, everything, right? And you would be put in whatever is left, right? So whatever is left probably is not always the very good, right? So look for these things, because these people may not have a good relation with the Chinese government, which I think is a very important thing to look at. The fifth point is look for hidden costs. They will say there's no hidden cost, but trust me, they can create a lot of hidden cost when you're traveling there, saying this and that, and make a lot of reasoning. Yes, I understand there are sometimes cost involved, but they are genuine, right? But they can make up a lot of things, stories, and they can pressurize you to pay more. So these are the red flags. I'm going to talk about green signals now. What you should look for when you are doing Kailash Yatra 2023, especially. The first thing I would say, look for real people who have traveled there. Ask them questions. Take their personal suggestion. If you ask them whom they went through, right? So you will get possibly good feedback from them, right? And second thing is look for service. no, don't look for big banners and companies. Look for service. Like for me personally, if you say that I have very good Sherpa friends, because I was able to be there in 2018. I have traveled a little, I would say quite a lot in the Himalayas. I have many Sherpa friends, many Pahadi friends, right? So Nepali friends are there. So they know, they will tell you about, like I get their suggestion on what to take, and I trust them, because they're doing a service. They understand the value of tirtha yatra, pilgrimage. They want to serve people, right? So look for people who are good with service, because when you are looking for, if you have good service, that means you have a good briefing. They will give you the exact things, how to manage altitude. Trust me, they are better than doctors. When if you are going with Sherpas who have 15, 17 years, 20 years of experience. I have personal friends, who have been there like for 7, 8 times, right? And Sherpas who had more than 15, 20 years of experience. So when I go with them, they know, what to do, what not to do. Little things matter. And they are going to, we were taken care like babies, because it is their responsibility that, okay, I would make them do the parikrama. So they will help you, because once your oxygen level is below 50, they are going to take you down. And this what happens in other tour agencies. If they are not very expert, sometimes what happens is your oxygen level, or you are a little sick, and if the Chinese government, they see you are sick, they're going to take you down through an ambulance. You have to go down the altitude to acclimatize more. But the problem is, once you go down, they will not allow you to come back. So your whatever investment or whatever aspiration you went there may not be successful. So uh, we can look for best qualities. Look for people who give you fresh vegetarian food, 3 to 4 star hotels accommodation, up till I think up till Darchen, up till Kailash itself, you get like 3 to 4 star accommodation, because you need hot water, you need basic things, because it's extreme environment there, right? So these things very important. And best equipments, like even when you're traveling, your vehicle needs to be the best, right? It shouldn't be like a khatara gadi or something, right? So look for these things. And the third thing which I'm going to mention is, defined safety guidelines. What is, they need to have SOS guidelines. They need to know what to do regarding evacuation. Some calamity happens, they are going to work fast. They will have access to call choppers or immediate ambulance. They will have local doctors everywhere that they are going. So they have all these arrangements made, because they are experts in this field, right? So they will have these arrangements. So look for defined safety guidelines. Fourth is direct operators. Always try to go for direct operators. You can get direct operators from Nepal, right? And if you are looking for that, like uh, I think it's called IATA approved, or Acton, or NATTA NATA, or NTB approved operators, right? Minimum 15, 20 years of experience they should have doing their yatra. So as per me, if I know, there are like around 9 to 10 direct operators. But again, the priority is something that you need to look at, because once you are in the other zone, once you're in China, it's all about the ministry level connection. Trust me, this is very, very important, right? So look for direct good operators. And fifth, I was talking about the Chinese government relationship, because unfortunately, I don't know, they don't like yatris, the Chinese government. And they, sometimes they will just stop you for no reason. They can delay your yatra. They can tell you that your visa is cancelled. They can stop you from going to Mansarovar. They can stop you for parikrama, and they can create reasons. They can create reasons, right? So we have been seeing this. When I went there, we could see many of the tour agencies, they were stopped without reason. They're just waiting. So all these things matters, friends, and I thought maybe making this video will help, because even I am traveling this year, and many friends have been asking me about Kailash Yatra. So for my friends, I hope you make informed decisions. And as we have 50 members, so it's like over 3 years, few friends might drop up off also from the yatra. We might have few places. So some of the friends can join there as well. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think about this presentation and this sharing. Thank you, and Om Namah Shivaya. Have a wonderful and successful Kailash Yatra.